humility and learning from failure. No one expects to be fired from their own company, especially not the company they built from nothing. But that's exactly what happened to Steve Jobs. One day, he was the face of Apple, the visionary, the future, and the next day, he was out. Not because he failed, but because success came too fast. Apple had grown. Jobs hadn't grown with it yet. Inside boardrooms, arguments replaced ideas. Control replaced curiosity. And eventually, the people he hired voted him out. At just 30 years old, Steve Jobs was publicly humiliated. He later said it felt like the world had collapsed. Everything he believed about himself was shaken. For months, he felt lost. But here's the part most people miss. He didn't run from the failure. He sat with it. Instead of defending his ego, he questioned it. Instead of blaming others, he looked inward. And slowly, something unexpected happened. Freedom. With nothing left to protect, he started again, quietly. He founded a small company called NextXT. No hype, no applause, just focus. At the same time, he bought a struggling animation studio from Lucasfilm. It was small, risky, uncertain. That studio was Pixar. This time he listened more, learned patience, let teams lead instead of controlling them. Failure had humbled him. Years passed. Apple, the company that once rejected him, was now struggling. Products were boring. Innovation was gone. They needed help. And the call went to the man they once removed. Steve Jobs returned, not angry, not bitter. Different. This time, he led with clarity instead of ego. With simplicity instead of noise. He killed bad products, focused on a few great ones. And rebuilt Apple's culture from the inside. The iMac, the iPod, the iPhone. None of them came from arrogance. They came from lessons learned in loss. Years later, Steve Jobs reflected on being fired and said something powerful. Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have happened to me. Because failure stripped him of pride and gave him wisdom. The fall didn't destroy him. It prepared him. And that's the real lesson. Failure doesn't mean you're finished. Sometimes, it means you're being taught. What matters is not how high you rise, but how much you learn when you fall.